A tight Hunter combination, and I think it's going to be a core Naga. I haven't really seen who pick what. It's still no. It's actually impossible that it's anything else now, unless they swap around. It's got to be burning on it this game.
The static link you can't run away. You're tight Hunter. You take a while to walk anywhere.
Mid lane, Kuro is going to go for Ferrari, but they already whiffed the stun from Arteezy. If that one lands, that could be the first shot.
On bottom note, and into a snowball, facing trouble. Zai's right behind him. First blood goes to Zai. Burning wants revenge. He's got 4-1 charges available, but it won't be enough to find mana, and he cannot come that deep underneath the tier 1 tower.
Points from Lou in this game after his offlane last game did not work out too well with his Bristle versus Tusk.
Oh, he was even safe lane.
Do you have confidence? There's 2 poisons over on Shaw at the moment. So follow-up stun. Light Strike Ray will control Zai for the moment. He's got 3-1 charges. They'll give enough for shards. And he can throw it out on top of Ferrari. Can he get the last hit? The answer is no. Ferrari will run inside the pit. He's actually buying up all of his items so he can deny himself to Roshan. And that will in fact happen.
But it's made up for by the lead the cores have simply. As now, speaking of cores, Arteezy is going to be a dead core. Who's going to get the kill, though? It's going to go to Ferrari.
Faith, though, took a lot of damage in order to make that happen. And they did 2 hero smoke out with Chuan and Faith, but they will be moving up towards the top, trying to find S4. S4 moves around, breaks the smoke, and is right in front of him. He is dead. The plasma field might do a little bit of damage, but he can't even get it off in time. Great gang for IG, and they bring down the Razor.
They won't even find any hero. It got broken by Zai in the river, so really nice here for Secret. Arteezy, he needs to be careful.
Yeah, they're pretty close.
Available. He is probably dead here.
Well, unless there's a snowball that can get in time, which there is not. The Sigil was trying to slow up IG's movement. Now with the shards, Faith, Chuan actually able to steal the ice shards instead of taking out the Sigil.
It's compared to if you're picking Shadow Demon into a very mobility-dependent melee core.
Ravage top lane. It started off with Chuan. S4 down low. Plasma field being stolen. He needs more time to run away with a Blink Sonic Wave stream. Perfect from Ferrari. Chuan surviving on 37 HP. But then again, can he? Kuro's right behind him. He's going to track first, kill second. Getting the snipe off while the shards making it so burning allure. Hard to chase. No song of the siren being turned on. So the TP successful. Snowballing away from Zai. Now his TP out. Are they in range for the song? No, they're not.
IG, as long as Burning is farming, which is the case.
On Zai, pull up, and then the instant kill.
He is gone.
That's that Blink Dagger into Walrus Punch. They keep the stuns going. And they even ensured it with the Shuri Toss. They want to have every single stun, even if it's just a mini one, to make sure Ferrari can't blink. Speaking of that, hello Blink, but Ravage just went on cooldown for 80 seconds.
There's still a good timing window here for Secret to put some pressure. I don't think they're scared of fighting when both Quap is dead and Ravage is down. They also know that Sonic Wave is there.
Jumping, perfect from Zai, catching Face, catching Chuan. They're both going to drop to the world. And that means this tier 2 tower is secure. They might be able to do damage to the tier 3. It's a little early, but they do have... Well, you're already going to Blink Dagger, so you're not going to go Silver Edge.
I don't think so. Ferrari bottom. He has blinked already. He is going to get punched as well. The follow-up is enough.
Only just. They kept the stuns going, but the blink, the cooldown was Ferrari's worst deal with both Naga Song as well as the Titan to Ravage. What other damage is really going to come your way? Probably not much. S4 baits on the front lines. Chuan, Elstill back the field to Zai, right in the back. Here comes a Ravage from Luo. It's heavily. S4's already down, and joining him is Zai. Not the greatest initiation, and Puppy's on the way back out. Ferrari, great chase, finds Puppy. And it's a double kill for Ferrari.
Really, really good jump in there from Luo, getting that Ravage at the right time and it all.
There's a sentry down for Kuro, so he knows he's not being watched, and he's right behind Luo. You have no Ravage on this guy, no Sonic Wave to help him. The Shuri Toss is hurting like hell, and with the catcher potentially purged from Puppy available, moves to the outside of the trees, away from the vision of Ferrari. Luo, TP out, not going to happen. Zai comes in with the Walrus Punch, and they will bring down the Tide Hunter.
Meanwhile, Arteezy was looking to get the split push going, but IG overrun him as well here with 4 heroes. So 1-for-1 trade.
Very, very close to S4. They can just push down and go in. But the window is closing quickly. 35 seconds. And in fact, there it is. Chuan, pick up, throw him down. He steals lightning, but already been punched up to the air. Can't get it off. Luo comes in close, but there's very little he can do here. And with no fortification, I think this is high ground time, Sin.
I think that's a bold play, but they might just want to go for it now.
Yep.
I think it's going to get harder in the next 10 minutes, so maybe they feel like this is the best chance they have. 20 seconds on Rubik.
8 seconds on Ravage. 8 seconds on Ravage. That's the critical timer we're watching.
I think they got to get out of this. This is going to be too hard now.
They've lost their creep wave. The top lane's being pressured by Burning. Just back it up and farm up the lanes. And Invictus Gaming.
The Ogre Club, so S4 needs to decide now if he wants to buy his Ags or build up for the BKB. Looking for something here. Puppy wants to be the frontliner. And he finds
jump in. Maybe there's enough. Chuan getting stunned up to start with. Puppy being thrown back, but Chuan already down for the count. The Song of the Siren. Zai can be isolated here because he has the BKB up. They ensnare him. Ferrari has the Sonic Wave as well as having that Hex, but not enough life to really stay on the front lines. And now the Yule Scepter up, saving Lina as a self-Yule. Easy. The Pulse Nova carving apart RG's life until the Sonic Wave combo. S4 kept alive by the Glimmer Cave. The Vision Disruption and Snowball. They can't even find a target to hit. The Snowball up and around. I think he's got lost. It's 3 heroes back under the tier 4 towers. So House Secret will basically lay claim to the IG base. The boys in for a kill. The tie down as well. It is only Ferrari, the only man alive. He comes back up for the scream. Wants Arteezy, claims Arteezy, but he'll lose his life for this one. He's so far out. Blink 1 second, and he doesn't have time. Chuan's back to World of the Living too. But what a cost to defend. They lose so many. But they did bring down Arteezy, so this push does come to a halt for the moment. And they should be able to quickly kill off Roche, but at the same time, Invictus Gaming, a 5-man smoke, primarily for movement speed, so they can get here in time. Burning, Song of the Siren, where these BKBs, out comes the Song, Roshan at 2k life, they're coming in, remember there's no Ravage, will be a good anchor smash in this area. Ferrari, Sonic Wave still on cooldown too, has the field, Kuro's low, and where is your damage output? Chuan's already gone down, Arteezy on the BKB, Burning gets mopped up, Kuro sits inside the pit, they're taking out 3, there is just no reaction from IG. They set up, but had no follow-through. Where was the damage meant to come from? No Sonic Wave, no Ravage.
I think they just wanted to try to snipe the Roche there, going for a Song, and then if Roche is low enough, they could try the Aegis, and then get some sort of value even out of the Aegis, because they didn't have their tools, and now they lose Roche, 3 heroes, and a Rax instead of just a Roche.
Well, if you're going to do that, you should have sent in your illusions to get the vision. Then maybe you would have a little bit more information to work on the timing. Right now, Secret are taking their advantage forward. The Glimmer K keeps Arteezy up. Remember, he's got the Aegis to the Immortal to work with, and there's a fresh Desolator over on Zai. The Yule Scepter on Arteezy, that's his new little baby. And Burning trying to battle directly up against him. Arteezy, he's out of mana for the moment. Bloodstone will start to regenerate bit by bit, but he'd like just the Aegis, the Immortal to pop if he can just soak up a little bit more damage here from Invictus Gaming. In comes Zai with the BKB. He's killed off Fluo. He has to buy back. The Ravage is available, but Ferrari blinks away. 100 life. Arteezy still on the front lines and still is holding on to this Aegis Immortal. Not to mention Yule Scepter. They get through the melee ranks, and Secret don't need to stick around here any longer unless they're searching for kills. The range ranks is a little bit of something, but it's not that much. They can just back it up and wait for IG to come to them.
Sure might just be getting Ferrari.
Be careful.
And now he is in trouble too. Oh my lord, the burst.
The Snowball controlled him perfectly. Now Arteezy knows exactly what he's up against. Runs in. Yule Scepter up. The Pulse Nova's doing some work. And Burning. Song of the Siren. He just wants to get out of this one. Actually, he has the TP cancelled. And he is just running himself away. But the Song of the Siren is down. Ravage is still available. And with a fresh blink over on the Rubik, they have some initiation at the same time. The same thing came out for...
Secret might be looking for the second lane here. This could be a little bit dangerous. As you said, they have Ravage available. Track is going to be stolen by Chuan. Definitely help them out too as Arteezy going in really aggressively. He just wants to make sure he uses his Aegis.
His faith. He's trying to soak up the Laguna Blade if possible, but the Snowball down. Rubik just gets crushed until now the Ravage comes in. Ferrari with a Sonic Wave for the anti-disruption. Well, won't keep S4 alive, but Zai lifting himself out of here. He cannot battle on Luo, but Arteezy, he's the man looking for a watch of Aegis, the Immortal timing, as he just keeps pulse serving through him. Now it's going to pop out. Zai still doesn't want to come back into it, but can Arteezy escape? No BKB charge. Has his own Yule Scepter. Puppy with a defensive disruption. Gives more Arteezy. Up in the air. Luo back down to earth. Pulse over lightning. Luo alive. 6 HP. Drop down to the last attack. It's going to reach it from the front. Arteezy with a double kill. And only one player. Again, it is Ferrari, the last man standing for Invictus Gaming. And soon it's going to be the top Rax as the last thing standing inside of Invictus Gaming base. And Kuro's going in for more. The track's on Ferrari. The blink down. The Yorset already onto the track, but a walrus punch. They find Chuan. Maybe this is it. Ferrari's down for the count. You have the Lina, but disruption's already happening. Arteezy has no stun. He evades, no, he doesn't display. Down to 69 life, and that's GG. Secret will be facing evil geniuses in the grand final of the ESL 1 Frankfurt.
Once again, they simply, I don't know, they just outplayed them again. Absolutely. Phenomenal performance from Team Secret once again. IG, as mentioned, had 1 or 2 questionable decisions that really cost them. But at the end of the day, when you look at these fights and just the detail...